Peace of Christ to all of you. Please invite your friends. And today we are going to have some good time. And there is a Mohammedan who he claimed that he is a sheikh, and Christians are running away from him. And today we will show the Muslims that this guy is just a kid, like the rest of them. So please invite your friends. His name is Munqidh Saqqaar. I thought his name is Munzir. Saqqaar, which means a kafir, liar, and a person who insult a lot. This is his name. So right now, actually, I'm waiting for him to go live. Until now, he did not go live, and I hope he will. The title here says, the story of running away of the hero, or let us say the heroism of Zakaria Butros. Zakaria Butros is a Christian Coptic priest who, exposing Islam for a long time. He's a very old man. He's like over 80, I guess. So those kids, they go and they try to harass him. So I said, you know what? Let us show them their size. So this is me. I'm going to post again. So now he is supposed to go live right now, but he is not going yet. Supposedly, he should be live already. So let us say, I'm typing in for him in Arabic. So I said to him, Ya Saqqaar, give me your Skype immediately so we can see how hero you are. And I don't know if he is going to even come online. So those his and the funny is nobody is even waiting for him. It is 17 people waiting for him. This is how important he is. After all this drama and blah 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 blah, and he set the date for people to come to watch him. Not even 17 people here. And I don't know if he's going to come, because I'm sure the Muslim, they told him that Christian Prince, he posted for you many times asking you to give your Skype and call. Actually, let me open my Skype. Give me a second. And even if he did not give me his Skype, I will try to search it and call him. I want to see who is this potato who claim people running away from him. Give me a second. Munqidh Saqqaar. Okay, I found only one name, but I'm not sure if this is him or not. I just did search. But usually those, potatoes, they will put pictures of Quran or picture of himself. He call himself Sheikh. I don't see any of that here, so we will need to be sure. Actually, the name here says Saqqaar. Yeah, this is a different name. I could not find the name by searching in Skype. Anyway, so we will wait for him to show up, and let us see the man. The man who the Christians run away from him. Brother, the story of the Christians of movie after movie, and this guy, he keep posting video. This guy, he ran away from me. This guy, he ran away, and this guy, and that guy, and every guy. And we are waiting until now he did not show up. So I want to see really if he is truly a hero, a person who people are afraid of him. Do you think he is going to be scared to give his Skype and call him in his channel? Just ask yourself. If they are really truthful in what they claim to be, I think this will be a great opportunity for him to add one more victory. It is his channel. Maybe he is not going to accept because he is afraid that we will take him from inside the egg. We will see. You see, I'm the one who's calling him. I am the one will call you on your channel. So the Muslim, they have excuse. Oh, you know, Christian Prince, he control you. I'm calling you. Nobody can control you. It's your channel. You are going live. And we are waiting. Let me type again. أين السقار؟ هل ولع؟ هل هرب؟ نحن منتظرون يا رجل. أينك يا سقار؟ أرنا المنقار. سوف يكون الأمر مضحكا إن لم يأتي. Just take a note, please. I'm going to speak to him in Arabic, and I will try to translate if, you know, he don't mind. But if not, we will make another video, translate you what he said to you. All right? Just be patient in case. Well, he can be upset as much. All of them, they are upset. Have you ever see a Muslim is not upset? They are always up and set. But I want to show everybody that this guy is not even, he don't even know a basic things about Islam. He call himself a doctor, you know. Everybody will see in 2 minutes how stupid he is. But let us see first if you will, you know, if you will dare to say, okay, you know what, like we got a fish. He should be happy. He should say, we got a fish. He should be so excited. I mean, what a great opportunity. Look, 18 people waiting for him already. 4 of them, they are from here. Even Muslims are not waiting for him. We will see. It's going to be very embarrassing if he did not show up. You see, yesterday we say, okay, yesterday he did not show up. Oh, you know, maybe today. Okay, maybe he changed the date today. Okay, no problem. So today now we came on time. I came online specifically so just I will talk to him. I'm not going to consider it as a debate. I'm considering it a conversation. I mean, I cannot debate an idiot. You cannot debate as a liar, and you cannot debate somebody. He don't have the skills and the knowledge. But we want to show the Muslims who is he, how small, how big he is. If he is big, man, he will have a big victory for Allah. If he's not, he will look like a chicken. Literally. And we are waiting. What time supposedly? Isn't it maybe 6 minutes left? I don't know. For me it says here. Okay, maybe now he will come. Let us see. We will give it some time. سوف نرى إن كان رجلا أم امرأة. تكلم مع المسلم بلغاته. You know, the Muslims, like if you see this guy, he start insulting, like, hey, the rooster, maybe today the rooster will lay eggs. Okay, we will see today who is the rooster and who is going to lay eggs. Saqqaar will school CP inside their second in a debate. Okay, oh, go. Okay, Tariq, why you don't go right now and call your friend and tell him, man, this guy is waiting for you. As long as he can school me in a second. I mean, you just You just give me a proof that he have no hesitation and no reason not to give me his Skype. If you refuse to give me Skype, that's mean he is really run away. I mean, this guy, he keeps saying people running away from him. Here we go. We are in his channel. We will see. You know, in Arabic, we say, المية تكذب الغطاس. The water will expose the false diver. There's many, they speak about how deep they can go and how good they are in diving, as long they are in the desert. Let us see how good he is in diving. We are waiting. Please invite your friends, guys. And just forgive me if I could not translate immediately. Don't worry, we will finish and we will translate. All right? In case, I will see if he, because he might make excuse, you know, I don't want to give him any excuse. Any excuse. You know? Because this is what they do. The second you say, okay, I'm ready, let us debate, he will say, okay, we have to put conditions. You, etc., and I, etc. No. Don't put conditions. Conditions is only for the weak. Those who put conditions is the one who is trying to make it impossible to happen. What conditions? Here we go. I'm calling you. Yeah. Even here need conditions. What condition? You know, they will start debating you about how we can debate. He might spend half hour telling me how to debate the debate. We are waiting. Until now, he did not start his program. And actually, my voice is tired, you know. I mean, yesterday I spent 6 hours, 7 hours on live on air. But we will see the man. If the man he dared to be a man. We are still waiting. Yeah, now they will go into the dictionary and he will start looking what debate mean. If you see his channel, this guy, like they run away from me, they are running, this guy, and he named one after one. And you know, I saw his last argument with the brother Rashid, who is an ex-Muslim from Morocco. I mean, he just exposed himself actually. Well, in order to call him, I have to get their Skype. So can you help me get me their Skype? Or how I can do, you know, how I can call them. In order to call, I know, you know, I need to. And now I'm sure I'm going to post again and again and again. Give me your Skype, give me your Skype, and he will not respond. He will not. Let us see if I'm wrong or right. Because this is my experience, you know. This is my experience with them. Those people, they are heroes as long they are, you know, speaking to themselves. And they are heroes with a slide presentation. Like, you know, they go in the internet and they take screenshot and they make a debate about the screenshot. But he himself, he cannot read even what it says in the screenshot. Let us see. No, we don't want people to go there and support them, just to stay. You know, it's the chat there is in Arabic, really, anyway. This guy, he claimed to be a doctor, but I assure you, he did not know one single word in English. You know? Those are Middle Eastern doctors. Usually they buy their degrees from shish kebab falafel restaurant. We know them. We know how it is. Until now, no sign. Nothing is moving. Oh boy. And I want to know, I mean, do you Muslims really believe this guy, he can, people run away from him? I mean, this guy, Father Zakaria, he is, he is exposing Islam for the last century. I mean, I was a kid when he was making fun of Muhammad and showing people how stupid Muhammad is. Do you think really someone like Zakaria, he will run away? And Zakaria, always he have his phone number on the screen. What about you call him? What this is drama about? I challenge you to debate me. Do you challenge me to debate you? What this drama is about? Here we go. I open my Skype every day. Anyone? Oh, he started. Hold on. He started. He started. Where is the guy? This is a different guy. I'm not going to play his voice for now. Actually, let me play the voice at least for me so he cannot make us a copyright issue. All right. Let us see. Here we go. We are asking. You see, they are live. They are live. I don't know who is this guy there. And we are asking, give us your Skype. We are waiting. Give us your Skype to call you. Potato. So and now they are talking a person he called Father Zakaria, and he says to him, I challenge you to make a debate with this guy, a Saqqaar. We are here. Here we go. Until now, no answer. Until now, I received no answer in the chat. Let me show you more of the chat. Potato. The same as your prophet. Here we go. يا سقار أعطنا السكايب كي نتصل يا بطل. Give us your Skype. This guy is saying he even challenged منقذ السقار. Can you believe it? Like this guy, I'm just, you know what? I'm going to make a series of videos in Arabic, and I will make him the joke of everybody. And here we go. Let us post again. سقار يا سقار إنك لمأبون ثرثار. We are waiting. They are just bashing, they are just bashing Father Zakaria and bragging about, oh, they are running away from us. We are waiting. We are waiting. Until now, there's no answer. Not a single answer. Not a single potato answer. What a shame. لا تكن جبان يا سقار. Hmm. Look like nothing will happen. They aren't even answering. Hmm. And look, 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 look. This guy, he just said in the video here, okay, okay, want to do, debate? Okay, okay, give us the topic so we can prepare ourselves. You see, this is how you know if a person is really a sheikh or not. All of you are shaky. So they will go in the internet and they will copy 1,000 screenshot and to prepare for the debate. Are you saying you are not ready always? Are you saying your religion is not with you? Here we go. Let us type again. سقاركم فارغ لا يجيب كرب المسلمين. Hold on. أعطني what I will say. Okay, give me your Skype. Here is Skype. All right. Let us copy it so we don't keep typing it again and again. Your Saqqaar is empty. Where is the Saqqaar? أين هو سقاركم؟ أين أنت يا سقار? Until now, there's not a single answer in the chat. You know, when you run a live, obviously at least somebody is taking care of the chat. At least. But as you see, they are not answering. And all what they are saying now, okay, let us do this for debate about those topic. One this, one just go for it. There's no need to prepare. If you are a man, do as you say and say as you do. Can you stand for your belief? سقاركم فارغ لا يجيب كرب المسلمين المتحدي. أعطني السكايب. أين الجواب؟ لا جواب. لا حياة لمن تنادي. Just a drama. Tariq is calling me in Arabic. He says, هل أنت سكران؟ يا طارق اسمك الطارق. ربك قال في النجم الطارق وقال وعلى ما يبدو أنه كان سكران. أين التحدي؟ حتى الآن لا إجابة. أين هو السقار الثرثار؟ سوف أضع على ما يبدو it looks like you can even add a comment underneath here. So I added a comment already. So in the chat, in the comment, everywhere we are saying, okay, where is the one who want to debate us? And they are not doing it. What I will do? You tell me. Potatoes. Literally potatoes. Too much noise, like a drum, you know. We can do this. You cannot debate us. Christian Prince, we challenge you to debate us face to face. This all the excuse. All of them, they have the same excuse. Now this guy, he debate online. Actually, all of them, they debate online. All of them. But the second I come to them, they want to debate face to face. أين الصقار؟ قبلنا التحدي. الصقار ديك لا يبيض. Here we go. We are waiting for Saqqaar, the one who claimed that Christians are running away from him. Until now, not a single answer in the chat. All what we see is just calling names. A guy, his name is Salahuddin, he said, come, Christian Prince, I will wipe the floor with your religion. Okay, let us call. Here we go. Either you call me or I will call you. Let us see who can wipe the floor. Come here, I will wipe the floor with you. Where is the brave? And you know, what the heck is that? And look, they are ignoring my text. The owner of the channel, he is not even there. He is ignoring all what I'm saying. We have this guy, the metaphorical guy. Hello.
Hello, Christian Prince. How are you?
Hello, my friend. We are waiting for a sheikh. We want to debate him, if you don't mind.
Which sheikh?
He's a sheikh. He claimed that the Christian ran away from him, and we are in his chat asking him to give us his Skype, and he is not doing it. Can you ask him to give us his Skype?
Well, to be honest, I don't know who you're talking about, so I can't really help you.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, he claimed that he is strong and Christians are running away from him. And you know, like I always open my Skype for everybody. So those who they claim that they can debate and they are heroes, why they don't do the same? Put your Skype for everybody and everybody will call you.
Okay, but Christian Prince, the way you talk to people, the way you engage, is not right. You have to let people talk.
My friend,
do you understand?
You can treat me the same as I treat you. No problem. Because it's an open mic. It's an open mic. So here we go. You can interrupt me. Interrupt me. Here we go. You're interrupting me. You're interrupting me.
Yeah, but
so how come I cannot interrupt you, but you can interrupt me?
No. Okay, so we
I was talking,
today,
you said now, meow, meow, meow. I was talking and you start saying meow, meow, meow. So what the problem? Here we go, interrupt me. What the problem? Why you are crying? But simply you cannot answer. I ask you to go and find me the answer for which one Allah created first. The mountains or the stars. It took you 45 minutes. You came to me and you said I did not find the answer.
Okay, just give me the reference then.
See, you are scared to give give me the answer because you want to change the answer depending on the reference.
Well, if you give me the reference, yeah, if you give me the reference, I'll look at it, then I'll see, right?
My friend, don't waste my time. Let me finish with this sheikh. We are waiting for him to answer, so we will call him because you want to die laughing. All right.
Okay, I'm going to I won't be able to speak to you then. Yeah, I'm working late. Maybe tomorrow then. Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Drama time. Yeah. أين الصقار؟ قد غاب ومعه المنشار. كذاب. كذاب يا صقار. تدعي أنك
الأخ أحمد
تتحدى.
سليمان والشيخ أبو عمر الباحث قعدوا 50 دقيقة أو أكتر من 50 دقيقة علشان بس يقول لك إحنا قابلنا المناظرة. عايز دكتور منقذ يجي لك أنت ويعرض كلامه وأنت ترد عليه في حلقتك، دي اسمها مناظرة؟
فده كان التحدي بتاعي. بس اعمل ايه بقى للي ما بيفهموش الكلام؟
إحنا اللي ما بنفهمش ولا أنت اللي مدلس وكذاب؟
كان التحدي ان ياتي هو ويعرض الكلام بتاعه، فما جاش، لكن ارسل لي الفيديو.
يبقى عرفنا ان زكريا بطرس عايز يعمل ايه؟ عايز دكتور منقذ يتصل بيه على التليفون، يقعد بالساعة منتظر الباشا يرد عليه، وبعد كده دكتور منقذ يقول له على بعض المسائل فيرد عليه زكريا بطرس، وطبعا يقفل المايك عليه او يفصل الخط زي ما هو بيتعود. ده يبقى اسمه مناظرة؟
ده عن ضمه.
They said that if we call them in their channel, they will hang up on us. Okay, I'm calling you in channel. Here we go.
القناة بتاعتنا بدأت في
I'm calling you on your channel.
2011 للنهارده 2023، يبقى 12 سنة. يبقى فين بقى ولا 11 سنة؟ فين بقى إن 15؟
Obviously, they will not. They will not. They are just a bunch of cowards. They are just a bunch of cowards. And this is my invitation for all the Muslims. If this guy is a real guy, there's no need to make a drama about how to debate and you call me and I call you. Here we go, I will call you. And there's no need to cry, you will hang up on me and I hang up on you. I will call you, you hang up on me. And there's no need to cry how we can make the debate happen and how many minutes for you. Take minutes as much you want. Just leave my microphone open. Can you? They will not. They are potatoes. Potato. I keep posting until now. Not a single answer in the chat. Not a single answer. Stop kids talk. I'm saying to them, give me the Skype. And don't challenge a guy, he is over the age of 80, I mean, I really appreciate this man, Father Zachariah. He is over the age of 80. He should be resting at home, but yet he is taking all this stress. And those Muslim kids, they try to bully an old man. I mean, they bully us, so why they will not bully such a man in such an age? And this is why actually I said to myself, let me show everybody that those bullies are a bunch of bullies and they are useless. Let us see. We are waiting. All right. We are waiting. Let us see. Sorry, I'm just typing. So we just said, okay, one of them, he says, well, if he's old, let him apologize that he cannot do it. No, he did not even say he cannot do it. I'm saying that you are a bunch of kids bullying the old man, even though no one of you is match for him. No one. Uh, we are still waiting. Potatoes. Until now, zero answer. As you say. You see, remember, I'm the one who's going to their channel, so they have no excuse. So if they excuse, I will hang up on them. I'm calling you. So they want to debate themselves and they want to win the debate, you know. You won the debate. Someone saying there is no need for Skype. Let Christian Prince come directly. What? What? I don't. What? Come where? Yeah, they are attacking, but where is the answer? I know this is what they do. I mean, they are potatoes. What do you expect? But we are waiting for. You could give us the stop making drama.
لو انت راجل
and give me.
طلع لنا الفيديو.
You know, if you are a man, this guy is saying, if you are a man, let us use the man. Just let me talk to you. Potato. Why they feel that they are in trouble? Where is the heroes? Where is the brave? This drama. Come here. Let us debate about debate. Here we go. We have an admin. Yeah. يا إيمان أعطني سكايب السقار لكي أتصل به مباشرة. تحدى وقبلنا التحدي. So now they have no excuse. We have an admin. Here we go. Let us see. Here we go. We have the admin name, and next to it, we will make the post. So he cannot claim that he did not see it. Give us the Skype. You see, their admin is there. We are waiting. They have no excuse now. They cannot say, oh, nobody was watching the chat. Nobody saw the chat. Nobody see what's happening. As you see, the admin is there, and we just called the admin by his name. All right, here we go. Let us post it again. Maybe the admin is blind, you know. Let us do it again. The admin act as if he saw nothing. He saw nothing, they heard nothing. Cowards, potatoes, drama. Let us see. I keep posting. Nothing happening. They are dead. And you know, remember, I posted in his channel more than 48 hours ago. So he cannot say he did not see my post. I will call you when you go live next time. They cannot say I never heard. And they cannot say we did not come to them. And this guy is bragging the same thing. They are heroes. Brother, they are heroes. We are heroes. They run away from us, brother. Brother, the Christians, they are running away from us, brother. Who can debate us? Who? And notice that the admin, he played dead. He's not even answering. What a shaky shake. You know that you will become like a cockroach. You know what will happen. Oh boy. Look, that you see the admin is there, but the admin don't answer, act as if he saw nothing. The admin, he just and you know, just to show you how big this guy is, 209, half of them is mine, my people. 209 people. I mean, do you see how great you are? I mean, if I am talking about, you know, how to make my bread, I will have more. What shake you are. 209 people, all of them, they are Christians, are in the channel right now. And they are keep asking you, give us the Skype, give us the Skype. Where is the Skype? No answer. What a brave people. Coward. Potatoes. Or what they need to do, give me the Skype and I will call. And then people either will laugh at you or they will laugh at me. Very simple. And you know, I do not need to prepare. Throw at me whatever you want. You see, when those people, they say we need to prepare, give us the topic, do you know why they do that? Because simply they are not people of knowledge and they knew Islam is an embarrassment. Islam is an embarrassment. That's the whole story. Here we go. Oh boy. Let me retype this. We don't want to stay there. The admin now answers saying the Skype is not with me. Imagine this is the admin of the channel. So what? You don't have the Skype? Contact the Saqqaar. So look, the admin says I don't have the Skype. Look at the excuse. I told this guy said I don't have a Skype. I said okay, call him, contact him, do what need to do something. We're here. Are you blind? What an excuse? the admin says Zakaria Butros taught us the magic. I will answer. I says it was Harut and Marut, you idiot. I said Harut and Marut. He is the one who taught the Muhammadan the magic. هل تنكر القرآن يا سكران? It doesn't matter. You know, somebody saying this is recorded. It doesn't matter, my friend. They are there. The admin there. Give me the Skype. Give me the Skype. Potatoes. Anyway, let us type something here. هرب السقار وطال المنخار وليس let us type, let us see, just to say to them goodbye. Obviously, I'm not going to stay there forever. Obviously, they will not answer. And actually, let me post my Skype. Give me a second. So they will have no excuse. Here we go. I mean, we are asking them for their Skype, right? Okay, there we go, our Skype. And I will post this in the comment section too. So they have no excuse whatsoever now. Let me post it in the comment section here. سقاركم مسخرة. I'm typing, I'm saying, you know, what a joke he is. And now we will see how many, if after, like, you know, he studied it and now he will look embarrassing. He will put like 1,000,000 conditions to talk to me, you know. We go. And this is my Skype. Now they have no excuse. We got them busted. We made them potatoes. And I mean, what I can do more? I'm just there in the chat for the last, what, 36 minutes. Can you believe it? Just trying to convince them to give us the Skype so I can call. Cowards. And the admin claimed that he don't have a Skype of this guy. So you work for him and you are with him. This guy, he never uses Skype. And he uses Skype to contact and to call. And I searched for his name in Skype. I could not find his name in Skype. I found a closed name. So there's, they are just insulting Korean names. All right. Well, I will ask all the Christians now if they hear me. Okay. All right, I'm done with them. Yeah. All right, guys, if those who they are there, just leave. All right, it's not worth it. Obviously, those potatoes, they will never let it happen. And we know why. And okay, maybe today he cannot do it. Maybe today he did not eat his vitamin and etc. Let us see, maybe tomorrow. But I assure you, he will make a video says, I challenge you. Okay, we have 10 debate in my channel. And this is the conditions. Be my witness. Why you want to put conditions and no topic? No. One question from you, one question from me. Don't even try. Yeah, I just left because I'm not going to it. That's it. Obviously, they are not going to do it. Let me change the title. منقذ السقار كافر ثرثار. We change the title. And now I will make some videos. No problem. He don't need to agree that he's a coward. Just wait for my coming videos. I will make them live, but I will make them short. And I will use what he said just to show you how stupid he is. I mean, this guy is so easy to demolish him as demolishing a tomato. A tomato which is not even like very ripe. Just to squeeze it, it's gone. You do not even to squeeze it. Cowards. They knew they are no match, and they knew, and the admin did not know his Skype. Have you ever heard of an admin of somebody do not know his Skype? Why? How come he called the TV station with his Skype? Now you do not know his Skype? And why this drama, this guy ran away from me, and we put conditions, and the whole drama is about conditions. Here we go. I'm here for it. And I post for them my Skype, any of them. I don't care. His name is Susu, Dudu, Mumu, Kuku. I don't care. Give me a call. And not only that, I can call you on your program. So you have no excuse. I will call you in your live program as you just saw. Where are you? Potatoes. The funny that the guy he called me, he said, no, Christian Prince, you interrupt people. He was interrupting me. No. I was talking. No. Look, what the heck? So he can interrupt me. I cannot interrupt him. This is a Muslim. Very low IQ. And the reason they want those kind of debate, like 10 minutes for you, 10 minutes for me. So I will show 1,000 slides, and now it's going to take you a century to answer those things. This is what they do. If you want to answer each one of them, you know, about each one he mentioned, you will find, let's have a conversation. Me and you talking in the same time, no problem. Open mic for me and you. You say something right away, I get you busted. Immediately. This is why they fear speaking to me. I don't do what other Christian does. I don't approve such a silly, stupid format of debate. 5 minutes for me, 5 minutes for you. This is a joke. This is kids' work. This is take you nowhere. A real debate is when there is a real argument between two and there is no moderator. Brother, now you exceed 5 seconds. The guy is in the middle of his thought and now it exceeds 5 seconds. The 5 second now is the important. What he's saying. This is what debate is about. Are we here to recite? They remove my Skype from their comment? Are you sure? Well, that will be even more embarrassing if they do that because, you know, I mean, we have it recorded. You know what I mean? If this is what they did, as you are saying that, well, that will be embarrassment. Let me see if they remove it. Let me look. Yeah, you are right. Guys, look at this. Look at those cowards. Look, 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 look. So the owner of the channel is there. Didn't I just post in front of you 2 comments at least? I don't see it. It's gone. They took my Skype away. And they are still live. Let me post it again. Be my witness. 1 second ago, it is there. Oh boy. And let me do some editing to it too. Okay. Why editing is not working? Hold on. YouTube froze. Oh, okay, hold on. Now it's open. I don't know. I cannot do editing. I think they removed already. Hold on. Because when I click editing, it doesn't allow me to do editing. I think it's gone already. Yeah, it's gone. Look, look, I just posted a second ago. This is why I was clicking at editing to do editing, and they took it off. Here we go. Let me post it. They are afraid even from my Skype. You know, I'm not even there. I'm just posting my Skype and they keep removing it. Can you believe it? Look, the guy after me, his name is user by 3OH9LB. Right? We will leave it there for a few minutes and come back to check it out. And let us see what will happen. What a potatoes. What a potatoes. I mean, shame on you. I need for witnesses, don't I? Yeah. I need for witnesses. Yeah. It's gone. Again. Yeah. It's gone. Nobody. Is the chat still running? Oh, they are done. They are finished. They are done. They are done. I mean, do you see the brave? We go to their channel, they block me, they delete my comment, They delete my Skype, and this is how brave they are. And you know, the Christians ran away from us. Where is the Christians? This priest, you know, he ran away from us. Okay, you're there, you know. My friend, no, this is not a link. Skype is not a link. Skype is not a link. You can post it everywhere. Go. You can post. This is not Skype. Is not a link. There's no www. This is not a link. It's an address. It's just words. There's no link. That's not true. Anyway. Someone found his Skype. Okay, give it to me. Give it to me. I will call right now. No mercy. Where is the Skype? Who has the Skype? You said somebody found his Skype. I don't see anyone posting Skype for me. And you know, my Skype posted in their chat too. You see, it went through the chat. Anyway, what a bunch of kids, you know, bully people. You know, debate, here we go. I will call you on the channel. Who is a Muslim? He knew a Muslim sheikh. He have a channel. He go live. Sheikh, I don't want to go with kids. Like this guy, he claimed to be a sheikh. He have a beard. He claimed to be a doctor in Islam. Okay, I will call you on your channel. What the problem? They will make it like 1,000 conditions to make it impossible to happen. You sent his Skype to my Skype. Okay, let me see. All right. Are you sure this is Skype? Let me search for it. Thank you very much, my friend. I got it. You are saying you think. Oh, I think you are right. It says, here we go. Hey. We got Dr. Munqidh Saqqaar. Skype. Are you sincerely ready? Let us call him. That's fun. Thank you, my friend. Here we go. He's not online. He's offline like Mohammed. Let me leave him a message. يا سقار اتصل بي فورا. تبغي نصرا Here we go. Saqqaar, call me. immediately. Brother, call me immediately. Where is the thing? Hold on. Oh boy. But do you think it's going to work? It will not. We know the thing. I think Joe Biden, he will accept, but before a Saqqaar he accept. So I just say to him, oh, Saqqaar, I did not insult him. I say, okay, you are seeking victory over the Christians. Just call me. We will give you victory. يا سقار اتصل بي فورا إن كنت تبتغي نصرا على المسيحيين فنحن منتظرون. What he will say now, I did not receive the message. This is his name, Dr. Munqidh al-Saqqar. And by the way, the word Saqqar in Arabic mean kafir, liar, and someone he insult people who do not deserve insult. Can you believe it? This is the last name of the what kind of last name? This is last name. Just to show you, I'm not making things up. Let us see. Let me see if I can find it in English translation. Not hold on. Okay. All right. I don't know, when I post it in the same website in English, it doesn't come. Okay, hold on, let us see. But when I post it in Arabic, it come right away. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the Arabic then. Give me a second. Here we go. This is what as-Saqqar mean. Kafir, la'an, like he's a kafir. He is someone who insult those. It says la'an liman la yastahiqu al-la'n, which means he is a person who curse people who don't deserve to be cursed. As-Saqqar al-Kadhab, the liar. I mean, this is the dictionary, and this is his name. Let me open the link here in Google Translation. What an honorable name, man. May Allah bless you. Just to show you, hold on, listen. This is the Muslim dictionary. This is a website, it's called Al-Ma'ani. And I'm going to use Google Translation. Hold on. Translate. The meaning of a Saqqaar, you see here, Saqqaar, in a comprehensive dictionary meaning, okay. Saqqaar mean infidel, the one who cursed someone who does not deserve to be cursed. Al-Saqqar is the liar. I did not insult. I mean, Mr. Dictionary is doing a great job. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, brother. Aman Rabbi Aman. Aman Rabbi Aman. What a great name. I mean, who gave you the... You earn the name, not you have the name. You earn it. Unbelievable. Kafir, Kafir, a name, a Muslim, his name, last name is Kafir. Last name is a liar. Infidel. He is the one who cursed people who don't deserve to be cursed. What a great name, man. So his last name is Dr. Munzir the liar. This is his last name. So when he say his name, he is saying Dr. Munqidh the liar. You believe it or not, it's in front of you. And this is their Islamic dictionary. Actually, let me pause for you the link so they will not say, you know what, this guy is lying. It doesn't say that, CP. Here we go. Let me shorten the link. right. You can use Google Translation the same as I did. I click here. It says you have to pay money to shorten the link. What the heck? Forget. Let us get someone else. Different link. All right, this one will do the job. All right, guys, you can open the link in your side and you will see this is not a Christian dictionary. This is a pure Arabic dictionary. Actually, it has all the dictionary in one dictionary. Read it. Do we have any Muslim sheikh? He dare to call us? Do we have anyone? Let us call him again. Iftah ya Simsim. Maybe Simsim will answer. He's not online, brother. Anyway, thank you for the brother who sent me the link. I really appreciate you, Mehdi. No, I don't contact email. There's no need for email. Just Skype is enough. And here we go. I mean, all the noise we made there. Don't tell me he did not hear that I was there. That would be funny, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Let us see. Oh, this is a guy, he's saying he is a Muslim. Let us see. As long as we did not get a big fish, maybe we can get a smaller fish. All of them, they are the same size fish, actually. Oh, this guy is online. This Muslim. Maybe we got somebody. Let us hope. Invite your friends. If you are a Muslim, you know a sheikh, and he claimed that he can answer and refute. Please, we are here. We are here. And your God cannot stand with you. The avalanche, all the drama you make about you want to debate this guy, and this is why I don't like to debate Middle Eastern, by the way. I mean, they are, I don't want to be insulting to the Middle Eastern. You know, I am Middle Eastern too, right? But they do too much noise, fart, drum, boom, 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 boom. The second the Israeli army come to them, they are in the hole. Those are the Arab in the Middle East. The Israeli army leave, Hamas with 10,000 fighters with their rifles outside in the air. The Israeli going inside Gaza, nobody know, nobody know, nobody know, nobody, nobody. No, where is the jihad? Where is the fighter? Where is the takbir? Where is Allahu Akbar? Where, if Allah He give you victory, you will never lose. The Israeli come in, and not only that, the Israeli come and they have like a bunch of girls with them. Did you see the Israeli army? They go, the commandos, they have like, maybe they are like 40, 50, and there's maybe 10 of them, they are ladies. And they have makeup. And what Hamas they do? And this guy himself is a refugee in Turkey, as they told me. So he ran away from the Christian and the Shia in Syria. Like a potato. They kicked them out. If you are brave, you will not run. Yeah, take a beer. Do we have any Muhammadan? Who is a Muhammadan? He have a great knowledge in his religion, would like to join us. I don't know why people even sending me pictures of food. I don't open them. I can see like there's some food, you know, I mean, there is somebody trying to tell me that they can cook good. Let me block you. Don't do that. I cook here, Mohammed, nothing else. This is the only recipe I have for you. Do we have any Muhammadan? Anyone? There is any Muslim he think he have knowledge in Islam, he can call us. Do you know any sheikh? You know him? You can give us his Skype, we will call him. Do you know anybody? And you know, those who they ask for topic, you need to know one thing. It doesn't matter really if it's a Christian or a Muslim. You know, I know the Christian, maybe he might ask for it because people they got off the topic. But if you ask me, I think the real debate is not to choose a topic. Why? Because here you know who is the one have knowledge and who is the one who don't. What I mean, if I need to prepare, if you give me now, you know, you say, okay, today we will talk about, let us say, the Trinity. I will go and I will search in Google. I will put like 50 verses and 50 interpretation in the front of me in the screen and start reading them for you. But a person of knowledge, his answer is always ready. He do not need to prepare. He do not need a month in advance. Choose the topic, what is the presentation, how much time I have, and then I go and make a slideshow. You know, this is a show time. Real debate is, don't tell me, have you ever heard of somebody, they tell you the questions before you go to the exam? This is what the prepared debate is. Tell me the questions. Tell me the question before I go to the test. Just surprise me. And the same as you surprise me, you should be allowing me to surprise you. Very simple. But I never heard of somebody when I go to take an exam, you know, he asks for the questions first. Right? That's what they do. And the drama, and this guy run away. Everybody run away from you. I can tell. Maybe because your socks smell. I don't know. We don't want them to agree with that they are defeat. You know, Muslim they never agree. Have you ever heard of a Muslim he agree he was defeated? You know those people. You know, I mean they lose every day, and then they claim like here we go, the 2,000 Marine occupying Afghanistan for the last 20 years. 2,000 Marine only. Taliban is more than 160,000 fighters. The American, they decide 4 years ago, says, okay, 5 years ago, we are going to leave Afghanistan in such a date, in such a day. Even they give the date and the day. And the Muslim claim victory. Allahu Akbar, you idiot. They told you 5 years ago, we are done. We destroyed you. They claim victory. Oh boy. My friend, don't tell me call this guy and call this guy. Just give me the Skype of that guy you are asking me to call. If he is someone you think he is good in answering, I will call him. No need to give me this drama. Call this guy. What I will do, how I call him. Give me the Skype. Here we go. My Skype is in the front of you. Either you tell them to call me. Maybe it's better to ask them to call me. And if they think, you know, they are big and they will not call me because we are nobody, you know, I'm very humble. Okay, I'm nobody. Let me call you. And then after I call you, you will become nobody. Who there? CP exists before Allah exists? No, my friend, this is a wrong sentence, because how I can be exist before Allah existence if Allah is not exist? So logically, that is not a right argument. You cannot exist before something is not even exist. Even can the Muslim prove to us that Allah exists? They don't even know who's Allah. They don't even know what Allah means. How many times we went live and we asked the Muslim a very simple question: who is Allah? If I go right now and search in Google, who is Allah? You will find tons of articles, and each one of them give you a different answer. Because they don't know, they are just guessing. They are trying to find out how to answer us. He is God, He is the creator, He is the one who made you. Like, my friend, I'm not asking you what He do for a living. I did not ask you what He did. I'm saying, who is Allah? Can you tell me who is Allah? They don't know. All what they knew that His name is Allah. Masallah. Anything else? No answer. Who is Allah? They don't know. Let me type right now. Going Prophet Google, peace upon him. Who is Allah? I will do the question in front of you. Who is Allah? Understanding God in Islam conversion. I don't know what this is. Let's see a Muslim website. I don't want to read this guy and that guy. Yeah. Who is Allah? The fact about the Muslim religion. Allah, the one God. Allah mean the one God? What the heck? So if Allah mean the one God, why you Muslim you say Allah, He said He's only one? I mean, if the name mean He is one, why Allah He says He is only one and one off? They don't know. Each one of them, he is guessing. What Allah mean? They don't know. Who is Allah mean? They don't know. Look, this website here, Islam Religion, February 2006. The Arabic word Allah presents no such difficulty for ambiguity, since it's only used for Almighty God alone. This is the dictionary. This is the definition now. Thank you. I was wondering it's used for who. I thought it's used for Suzuki cars. But now we knew. They don't know, my friend. They do not know what Allah is. They do not know who is Allah. Allah has 99 names. Most of them, they are funny. Horrible names. Have you ever heard of a God, his name is a believer? A believer in what? The arrogant? I mean, a God and he's arrogant? Mutakabbir. Allah al-Mutakabbir. Arrogant Allah. Do we have any Muhammadan? Guys, how is the broadcast is going? Because I changed the setting of my software, the one I use to broadcast. Is the image coming smooth and good? Is it good? I think it's doing better than before, because before we used to have some problem with the sometimes like we have a buffering. So I lower the broadcast pixels, so we can have a, because we are not having videos, like we're not watching movies, it's just text, and text always will look good, no problem, as long it's not not a very low resolution. Yeah, I'm using OBS. Do you know what OBS? Do you know who is the first one who come with OBS? You will not believe it. Prophet of Allah Muhammad. When Allah, he gave him the chapter of Al-Fatiha, he said, oh, this is bullshit. But he used the word B because in Arabic we don't have P. You know, just to let you know, in Arabic we don't have P. So obvious. Have you ever heard of a prophet of God? He received his revelation while he is doing poo-poo. I mean, cannot Allah wait until the guy he put his pants up? And the Muslim, they try to fix it. They say, okay, hold on. It doesn't say he was doing poo-poo. Why you are lying? It says each time he get out. What? Go out? Where? What do you mean? Go out each time he go out? Look at translation. Whenever he went out in Arabic, baraza coming from tabarraza, buraz, mean, excuse me, shit. Wherever he go out, he hear a voice saying to him, "Oh Muhammad." And what Muhammad he do? His pant between his legs and he start running. Have you ever heard of a prophet of God is running because he heard a voice, and already he heard the angel hundreds of times already? Isn't it the angel came long before, squeezed him, and no mayonnaise is coming, and he squeezed him twice for you know the prophet who been squeezed. What is significant? I don't know if I'm saying the word correctly. Excuse my English. As you know, like I'm from Japan. This is not Japanese actually. This is Chinese. Hold on. No, I don't know. I'm not watching too much Japanese movies lately. I'm watching Chinese. I like the Chinese movies. They remind me of Allah. I mean, everything is flying. You see a girl, she have a broom and she is flying, and she did big thing, guys. I went to Walmart and I searched for the broom. I could not find it. They say to me, we have only the broom of Andrew Tate because now he's arrested. I grabbed the broom and I got a lot of condoms. Because, Andrew Tate is a Muslim and he is following the teaching and the manual of Allah. All right. Do we have any Muhammadan want to say anything? Today is a Chinese New Year. So what happened now? The Chinese, what they would do with the old year? Let me go to Amazon, search for the old year. I guess now the price is dropped. As long as this is the new one. I mean, obviously, when the new one come, the old one will drop. Why? As long as it's new, anyway. Okay, yeah. This is what I do for shopping. Yeah. I hear you are a racist now. Really? Why I am racist now? Guys, I said I bought a broom from Walmart, and the guy, he says, I hear that you are racist now. Oh boy. This is what happened when you have some audience. They are so genius. They try to find something to frame you. What can you tell me what I said? It's racist? I said I'm Japanese. Is that a problem for you? Okay, let me fix it. Sorry, I apologize. I'm black, blonde, African American from Japan. Are we okay now? What an idiot. I'm a racist against broom? Oh, okay. Well, no, it's not against broom, but I wanted to do the same as in the movie. Like you see those guys, they fly. How they fly, man, those Chinese? I want to fly too. I mean, I don't know why even we need an elevator. You see, if we learn how to do that, I will move to Indonesia and I will cut coconut every second. Because all you need just to fly. He's up. They jump from roof to roof. They go from building to building. I mean, I think they learn from Muhammad. But Muhammad, he did use a flying donkey with two wings. Do we have a Muhammadan here? Anyone? All right, let's see if it's Skype. Nobody. Look like today we are dry, and we have nobody. And now if you make a video, this guy, he will make 1,000 condition about how to debate me, come here, go there, do this, do that. Just give me your, I have your Skype already, don't give it to me. Let us call him again. You never know, maybe he logged in again. You never know. I sent him a message already. Let us see for how long he will ignore this message. Okay. All right, all right. No problem. Yeah, my friend, no, I don't want you to call me. I want Muslims to call me. Customers come first. Do we have any Muhammadan? Well, if he got me blocked in Skype, that would be more embarrassing. Okay, let him do it. Okay. But you know, we showed everybody that those guys are just, you know, blah blah. And look, I mean, okay, the guy, he said to you, okay, call me, etc. And they make a drama about it. They are running away. I mean, what a shame. They are not professional. They are not. Muhammad Same he is saying, who is Jesus? Do you want who is Jesus according to the Quran or according to the Bible? Because if I ask you who is Jesus according to the Quran, you will die laughing. According to the Quran, Jesus is the nephew of Moses. And he is the grandson of Amran. This is what happened when you hire a professor like Andrew Tate who he have high school, and then he opened Hustler University. I mean, have you ever heard of somebody he have 0 degrees and he open university? That is Muhammad Andrew Tate. Can you say I'm lying? Is it true that according to Quran, there's no Jesus, by the way, in the Quran, there is Isa? And this is additional problem because Isa, Muhammad, because he's so smart, he heard the Jews saying that Maryam, the sister of Aaron, she have a son out of marriage. You know, she is not married. The Bible says she never get married. So this is just you know, stories in between people. So Muhammad the idiot, he say, oh, okay, so Isa is the son of Maryam, and we do not know his father. She was not married. Okay, so Maryam, the sister of Aaron, and imagine the same name exactly, by the way, it's Maryam. The Quran, Maryam, for the mother of Jesus, and Maryam is the sister of Aaron, exact the same name. So Maryam, she have a son, nobody knows the father, she is the sister of Aaron. Muhammad the genius, he got it. That is Jesus. Who is the father? And then Muhammad, he made a story about it in the Quran. And then according to the Quran, Jesus was created by the Holy Spirit, not by Allah. Is that correct? Who wanna beat me in that? Is it true that the Quran is saying that Jesus was created by the Holy Spirit, aka the Spirit of Allah? Any Muhammadan? Who is a Muslim? He can stand for his question. You see the Muslims, we don't block them. We don't, you know, as long you are not being stupid and posting filthy language. You know, here we go. You put your question, we answer you. Actually, every day we go live, we make a screenshot of the Muslim. We don't, you know, mute you and you cannot talk and you cannot, etc. Here we go. We put your question in the screen. What's your answer? What happened to Jesus in the Quran? Why the God of Islam do not know who is even Jesus? I mean, this is very simple information. Muhammad, he came 600 years after Jesus. So we are not asking about something is mysterious for Muhammad. Any Muhammadan would like to call us? Allah mean gods according to us? Well, I challenge you to say, to prove it, that Allah mean gods. Is that fair, guys? What do you think, people? Why you don't call me? And I will not ask you any question, I promise you. You call me, you tell me what Allah mean and why it's mean God, according to you. You hang up. Is that fair, guys? If you are afraid I'm going to ask you questions, I will not, I promise you. Just call me, explain to me what you said, and the proof that Allah mean God according to us, and hang up. Can you do that? Who want to do it? Either you do not know who is your God and you are afraid that if you call me it's going to be an embarrassment, or you are sure and you can prove it, and then you will be winning anyway. Don't you want to make 100,000 people hear your answer? We are giving you the opportunity. The Muslim, they will not give us an opportunity like this. I just made a promise. I will not even ask you a question. Just call me. Tell me why you are saying Allah mean God. Hang up, and that's all. Okay, you're afraid to call me. No problem. Can you tell me in the chat, in the text, and I will put it in the screen, where you get the meaning that Allah as a word mean God for Muslims? Who is a Muslim want to give help to this Muslim gentleman? Mr. Kier asking, was Muhammad circumcised? No, never. And this is additional proof that Muhammad is not what he claimed to be. You know, he ordered his followers to follow the steps of the Jews. And then what he do? He himself, he do not do circumcision. Muhammad himself, he did not even get the circumcision. In the same time, Muhammad, he told them that Abraham, I like that, by the way, I like Abraham. I will tell you why. Not because he is a prophet. No, no, no. You know, in the Middle East, obviously size does matter. So look like Abraham's size was so big, man. Have you ever heard of somebody doing circumcision to himself by a sledgehammer? Adze? I mean, how big his private part? Like, aren't you afraid to lift your hand up and you miss like a few inches? Obviously, Abraham's private part was like a nose of an elephant. I mean, who care if he missed a few inches? So the guy, he put his what? How he did that? How he did that? Where Muhammad he got this information from? And why he did not do that to himself? Maybe Muhammad he have his moment. Adze? Are you sure? Huh? Brother, it is very normal, brother and sisters, in the Middle East that people, when they do circumcision, they use adze. proven scientifically, and this is the, you know, the, okay, so thank you. So those people at that time, they have ads, but they don't have a scissor. They don't have knives. Ads. Ouch. I mean, by the way, I think Abraham, he was so good in aiming. Otherwise, just little mistake, he can be single forever. For sure, this is a true story. Are you kidding me? What the heck? Show respect, man, or I will hit you with that over your willy. Muhammad is a true prophet. He knew. Okay, Muslims, how Muhammad knew what Abraham, how he did circumcise himself. Where did he get this one from? Anyone can tell me? Is Muhammad making things up, or this is like the angel came to him and he said, do you know how Prophet Abraham, he cut his penis? Then don't tell me, please. A Muslim saying, CP bus, are you still hiding like a rat? I don't know, I'm really hiding. I have 100,000 subscribers and I have 4 books about Islam, and my videos watched by millions around the world, translated to all languages in the world almost, and I'm hiding, brother. But don't worry, I got your ads. Are you hiding? Well, your God Allah is always hiding. How I'm hiding? Here we go, I'm here. Do you want to come and visit me? Are you brave enough? Potato. You need hiding? Okay, the one is not hiding. What you do to them? Here we go. Everybody is laughing at your prophet. What you do? So why I will hide? Everybody is making videos showing their face. I don't like, you know, I hear sit with my pajama, my beard is miserable, and I have some, what is that on the Quran? Okay, my nose. Okay, and I don't care. This is the way I like it, my friend. I fear nobody. The one who fear, he will never mention one word about your filthy prophet. Do we have any Abdul? Aku واحد من Nigeria. Okay, give me, where is his Skype? Okay, text me his Skype, I will call him. I don't see anyone in my Skype texting me. My friend, just give me the Skype. Don't tell me the admin don't post. You can post his Skype. You can contact me in my Skype. You can contact me in my Skype. Here we go. You do not need any admin to post for him anything. This is my Skype. Here we go. All what you need to do, copy this, search it in Skype. You go to search, find user, search it. Very simple. No need for drama. We are not hiding our Skype. We are posting it everywhere. I just posted in a big Islamic channel, and what they do, they block my Skype. So just here we go. My Skype is there. If you really mean it, if you are serious, look me up in Skype and give me text. I will call you. Okay, you guys double want to talk about the Trinity. You see, they decide the topic before he called. Okay. I will call you and call you about the Trinity. He's afraid to talk about anything else. No problem. You can talk about Trinity, but I can talk about anything too. Call. Let us have fun. Any Muslim, you ask him an embarrassing question, he jump. Okay, how God can be 3? You will accept 3 God, okay? You worship 3 gods. I'm waiting. Until now, I don't see any text from anybody. Yeah, my friend, the Muslims are really worried about seeing my face. The Muslims, they are afraid of what I say. All this drama is about what? It's about what he say. He can't answer it. Why the Muslims, they call everybody in Skype, but they don't call me. Those who claim they have knowledge. Guys, I have a black cat in my yard. Very black. You know what Prophet Muhammad said about black animals? He said, وَاقْتُلُوا كُلَّ أَسْوَدٍ بَهِيمٍ. Kill every pure black animal. Do you see how Muhammad is not superstition racist with the color? Brother, I mean, this cat is really black. I mean, really, really, really black. Let us see. Okay. Somebody is texting me. Let us see. The guy, we called him before, but he did not answer. Hello? Yeah. This is Fakira. The Muslim, they send me their females. Fakira, son of Muta. Coward. Hey Muslim, do you know that this guy from Nigeria, he said the F word to his prophet? Do you know that he called the Arab kuffar stupid, which means your prophet is stupid, and all the Sahaba? Do you know he said, I don't care if the Quran in Arabic, and nobody need the Quran to be in Arabic, he can understand without knowing Arabic? Do you know that he gave me an example about how Muhammad disobeyed Allah, and he said to me, I'm just quoting, the video is there. I will give an example. So there's an older brother and a younger brother, and this is how Allah is the older brother, Muhammad is the younger brother. So Allah, he said to Muhammad, you son of MF. Actually, he is not from Nigeria, he's from where? I forgot. Talk about Trinity. Double, don't give me a drama. Call me and talk about Trinity. Did I say no? Guys, did I say no? Why Muslim they make a drama? Why they love a drama? Christian Prince, talk about Trinity. Are you scared? Okay, call me and talk about Trinity. What the heck with those people? What I will do now? Either we get somebody, his mouth is like, it's like a rag coming from the bathroom, or Muslim, they claim they want to talk about something and they don't call me. Here we go. I said, okay, call me and talk about Trinity. Yeah, I think so. It's from Ghana, maybe Ghana, yeah. Yeah. Do we have any Muhammadan? Anyone? You know, the great signs of defeating Islam is that Muslims now, they are running away from the hadith. This is a clear sign that they don't even accept their prophet's statement. You know, if I have a prophet and he is the one I received the holy book, so-called holy book, from him. So why I will not accept what he say? Anyone? No answer as usual. Let us see if we have any caller. One of you, he said to me, can you talk about Exodus 21 and Matthew 7? But what is the question? What do you want to talk about? Explain what? Dexter, aren't you the Muslim female who called me before? Dexter, aren't you the Muslim female who called me before? What is the penalty of somebody beat his slave in Islam or kill his slave? As you see in the Old Testament, a person who do that, he should be punished. And actually, the Bible, the Old Testament says, if you break even his teeth, one of his tooth, he is free. So, what is the punishment of killing a slave in Islam? Oh, Dexter, you are not? Sorry, I got you wrong then. Do we have any Muhammadan? Let me show you what the Quran says about killing a slave. You want to see? You will not believe it. How stupid what so-called justice in Islam. This is Quran now. They cannot say Quran is weak and this garbage they come to us. Chapter 2, verse number 178. In the case of murder, this is the case of murder, not like you just even beat somebody and he died. No. This is a murder, which means you did it in purpose to kill. O who you believe, retaliation is prescribed for you in the matter of a murder. See it? Murder. All right. The free man for the free man, the slave for the slave, the female for the female. Genius. So now if a white man got killed, a white man will be killed. If a white man killed a slave, we kill his slave. Do you see it? If I kill your female, you kill my female. So the stupid Muhammad, this is how he understood the law of Moses, eye for an eye. You kill my slave, I kill your slave. You kill my wife, I kill you. like I don't kill you. No, I kill your wife. I mean, where is justice? So now we have two victims. And not on the top of that, there is the racism. So if I kill a slave will be killed in return. That is justice. Who made this justice? The Almighty God. And they might say to you, it doesn't say that, see, let us go and see the interpretation. So do we? Interpretation. Chapter 2, verse number 178. Interpretation. Read and laugh. Because they will say to you, CB is misquoting the Quran, okay? It doesn't mean that, okay? He's a liar. It doesn't say, like, if a free man kill a slave man, he will not be killed, but a slave will be killed. Read it. This is Tafsir al-Jalalain. Al-Jalalain. Jalalain Jalalain, which have a different name. Look carefully. If a free man killed for a free man, not for a slave. Do you see it? Not for a slave. This is not me saying that. This is your Islamic interpretation. Slave for the slave. And if a free man killed a slave, the free man, the white man, will not be killed for killing a black slave. Read it. And I find it very embarrassing that anyone he called himself a black, he accepts such a false religion, putting him down. Christian hero, I can give you 7 premises. Hey, Tariq, you are a scholar in the Bible? Why you aren't scholar in the Quran, brother? Go change your name. I mean, at least you use a name fit for a man. You are just a kid. Scholar in the Bible. You don't even know how to read one letter in the Bible. As an example, your prophet, they ask him about the Torah. And according to the Muslims, your prophet do not even know how to read his book. He do not know how to read, how to write, even Arabic. So Muhammad, he said to them, bring me the Torah. Okay, they brought it in the Torah. Muhammad, he was sitting in a cushion. For sure, his ass is soft. You know, you have to give him a cushion. You want Muhammad to sit on the floor? You're right. So they gave him the, you know, the Torah. He took the cushion from underneath of him, and he played the Torah. He placed the Torah in the top of the cushion. That is a cushiony Torah. And now he said, I believe in thee and the one who sent thee. And those Abdul, they go every corner, say the Torah is corrupt, the gospel is corrupt, the Injil is corrupt. Read with me. So they placed a cushion for the messenger of Allah, who sat on it. Look at the details. I mean, because he might do many things with it. I mean, cushion, he might sleep. Just think about it. See how, you know, the details is so good. I like it when the Muslims describe every detail. Like the prophet now is a squeeze in it, and it's coming, but there's no smell. So the details here, saying, they placed the cushion for the messenger of Allah. He sat on it, and he said, bring it, bring it, bring the Torah. And the Torah was brought. Then he withdrew. Then he withdrew. Commercial break. If you want to know the movie about how the Muslim they withdraw from Jerusalem after gathering all Muslims from around the world to fight Israel, please don't forget to watch the movie. It's called How We Drew in the Faster of the Speed of Light. Takbir. End of the commercial. Bring the Torah. Bring the Torah. Bring the Torah. Hey, prophet. Oh, okay. Okay, I could continue. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Where do we stop? Bring the Torah. Okay. It was then brought. He then withdrew the cushion from beneath of him, and placed the Torah on it, saying, I believe I can fly. Oh, this is not in the Hadith, sorry. I believed in thee and in him who sent and revealed thee. Allahu Akbar. This is religion? The guy don't even know how to read one letter in the book. Not a single letter. The Quran says that the Jews, they believe that Azhar is a son of Allah, which means it should be in their books. And what Muhammad he do? Bring the Torah. Bring it, or I will ring it. So where is the Muhammadan who want to say to me, can you talk about this, you know? Huh? This is Fakira again trying to call me. I mean, Fakira, that's it. She's a bug. What you can say, what you can do when Fakira is in the corner. Hello? Hello? Yeah, hello, Zakir, how are you? Zakira changed her voice. Zakira, she changed her voice, brother. Do we have any brave Muslim who he think he can make it without breaking it? He will not break it? I know, I know this is true, that when Muhammad, a Muslim, he tried to explain this. He said, oh yeah, Prophet, Allah, he swear on the Torah, but he was swearing only on what is right and inside it. Look, what the heck? What? He was swearing in only what is correct in it. Are you sure? يا فرفور. هل هناك من فرفور من الفرافير يطل علينا بقصة السنافير؟ هل من منادي حول. Do we have any Muhammadan? How many of you here speak Arabic? Give me one if you speak Arabic. How many speak Arabic? Any Muhammadan? Black, you speak Arabic? Aida, the truth, around the world, Alfred, Phil, How, Hogo, Berry. Oh, but you have too many people speaking Arabic. Jerusalem. That's good. That's good. So now you saw what you know what I'm saying, don't you? Let me make a Quran now. I mean, the Muslim, they say, by the way, nobody can make Quran like the Quran. So I remember once I was, you know, it was not like a seminar, but we are preparing for a seminar. And then a guy, he came, and those church, they have like an ad in the front of the church in the hall. He didn't know that I'm Christian Prince yet, you know. So he saw the ad, and so he came to the minister of the church, which I was with him. He was just showing me what we will do next day, you know, like where is the room, where is the place we will. It's a big room. So he came, and he said, so what this topic is about. So the minister of the church, he said to him, it's about Islam and why Islam is not true. So the guy, he said, how Islam is not true, and yet the Quran, nobody can make like it. I said, do you think true God, he is going to quote an ant and add it in the Quran? He said, what? He said, do you think a true God, he will take what the ant said and will make it a verse in the Quran, which means the ant, she made that verse. He said, no way. You know what? What are you talking about? You don't know what are you talking about? You know? So this guy, you know, he insists that this is not a true. So I said, okay, do you have a Quran with you? He said, no. I said, okay, let's open in the phone. In your phone. Do you have your phone with you? He said, yeah, I have my phone. Do you have internet? He have internet. You know? I said, okay, let us open together and read chapter 27, and you can read from verse number 18. And he started reading. And, you know, and he turned his head to the other side, you know, like he was with us. And now he started reading and he walked away. I said, where are you going? Come here. Well, we do not finish, you know. He said, no, I need to go. I said, oh, wait, we just try to finish. So how God is quoting an ant and putting what the ant said in the Quran, and this is what the ant said, not Allah. So I thought nobody can make Quran, and now we found Mrs. Ant, peace be upon her, can make Quran. You should see his face. Unbelievable. Look at this. Nobody can make Quran. All what we see in front of us is the conversation between Solomon and Mrs. Ant, who was so horny when she saw his legs. He's sexy and you know it. So he smiled. So when they arrived to the valley, one of the ants, she said, until now Allah is talking. This is Quran made by Allah. The rest is made by Mrs. Ant. Be my witness. O ye ants, get into your habitations, lest Solomon and his host crush you underfoot without knowing it. Like, what the heck? The ant is making Quran, and now Allah is copying what the ant is saying. So this guy, he left. Second day I have my seminar. He came. He was there, you know. And then after I finished, he said, I did a check. What you said to me, it was not true. It was not the ant talking. I said, okay, let us read together again. You know, even though there's many people want to shake hands with me, because this is the end of the seminar, there's too many people. So I took him in the side and I said, does it say, because he's reading in his language. I said, I don't know what it says there, but in English. Can we open it in English? He said, sure, it's the same. I said, okay. Does it say the ant said? He said, yeah. He said, does it say that in your translation? He said, no. I said, well, this is in Arabic. It says, قالت نملة. قالت is a word mean she said. She's a female, by the way. By the way, the Muslim, they have a miracle about it. It's a scientific miracle. According to scientific, the one who do alarm the ants, she is a female guard. But in Arabic, we don't have a male word for namla, for an individual ant. This is what we say, namla. This is how trashy their claim. I mean, in Arabic language, we don't have a word except a female for those insects. As an example, fly, we call it dhubaba, which means female, but we don't look at their balls. There's no word male fly. All of them, we call them dhubaba. But anyway, Muslims, you know what you can do. You know, a Muslim, they are smart. So here we go. The Quran is made by an ant, and the conversation between the ant is not the conversation between Allah and Solomon. This is Allah, no. This is Solomon and Mrs. Ant talking, and Allah, he copied what the ant she said, he put it in his book. This is a copyright violation. If I know this ant, I'm going to take Allah to the court. He claimed that nobody can make a book like his when the whole thing is nothing except the ant talking and Solomon said, and look at this. Now Allah, he made an amazing miracle. Look, he said the word, so he smiled. Amused at her speech. But you know, ants are deaf. Yeah. And he said, oh my Lord, no order that may grateful for the favor. What the heck? I mean, this guy is so happy he can understand the language of the ant. But if we go, there's one verse up there, you will see that Allah taught him the language of the birds. So look what happened to you when you study in Afghanistan. They teach you German, you speak gibberish. I mean, you taught the guy the language of the birds, and then few meters after, he heard the speech of the ant. That's so good. What the heck? Okay, how does it happen? So we taught him the language of the birds. He understand the language of the ants. You know what? I think this ant, she was singing, I believe I can fly. I believe I can say goodbye. I don't know songs really. I don't remember even 2 words of it. What the heck is that, man? The talking ant. All of us, we knew. You can go right now and search. There's a book. It's called The Legions of the Jews, which means the fiction stories for kids. Legions of the Jews. This book is more than 100 years old, so it's for free, legally, I think. But you can check to be sure it's legal to have it. So you can read it, and you will see the story is in the Legion of the Jews before Muhammad, and Muhammad, he copy whatever they say to their kids, and he make it Quran. Hisham William, text me in Skype, my friend. No, you are the one who texts me. This is I know the voice of Ultimate Fort. Give me a break. Yeah, just give me a break. And if you are not him, you are changing his voice, which is not a good sign. I don't want to speak to kids. Do we have any real Mohammed and would like to call us? And remember, nobody can make Quran save Allah. And ask yourself, what is important about this? I mean, Muhammad, he speak about the crucifixion of Jesus in one line. It made appear to them how, what happened, nothing. No details. Here we have too much details. Solomon walking down the street, la 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 la, la 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 la. You have all the time. Who care for this? What is it? Is that a book for kids? What the heck is this? What the benefit of such a story, which is a stupid story? And then Muhammad, he closed the story, like at the end of the movie when somebody died. What happened? Any one of you before die? None of you. Okay. Yeah, I think I died before. Yes. And because I was a very bad person, Allah, he made me Christian prince as a penalty, brother. And then you will find that Solomon, let's go to the Quran. This is the end of the story, brother. I mean, what you can do? At the end, you die, right? The hero will die. He will not stay. This is what happened to me. So, and then Sulaiman, brother, he died, brother, but nobody noticed that he is dead, brother. Why? Because he was leaning on a stick for a year. How do you tell me? Prophet Solomon. He died. I know. Very sad news. But guess what? He was so smart. He died standing. Standing. Alone. If you like to watch any comedian program, stand-up comedy, please don't forget to go to Stand Up, Sit Down, Get Out of Here comedy program. It's on Fox News, aka CNN. 2 stations of one owner. Solomon died. That's it. We will not finish the story. Why the music stop? I think Allah, he stop it. Allah hate music. But nothing showed his death to them save the creeping creatures. The creeping creatures. The creeping creatures. If your mother-in-law, she is creeping over your bedroom or your table, eating your food or refrigerator, go and call us immediately. We have a solution for your mother-in-law, and we will let her know that she cannot do creep anywhere around the house. Call us immediately, the creeping department. We have a creepy news for you about the creeping creatures. Call us now. 1-800-CREEPY. There's no music. Oh, there's no music. All this drama and there's no music. Like, what the heck? I thought the music is working all this time. It was no music. And when he decreed, when we decreed death for him, nothing. No, hold on. I think I need action. I'm just speaking to the director. What, makeup time? What makeup? I mean, what, are you stupid or what? There's no camera. And why a man would have a makeup? Oh, all artists do that? Oh, okay. So like I am an artist now? I'm just reading the Quran. Oh, this is the art of Quran? Oh, okay. What about you with the makeup on Allah? Because this is the story of Allah. Okay, thank you. Thank you, yeah. And by the way, the Prophet, he used to put eyeliner 3 times a day. Beautiful, pretty, you know. Okay. Nothing showed his death to them, save a creeping creatures of the earth which groaned. Stop? What? Why? I said the word wrong? Okay. Gnawed? Oh, hold on. Ganwid. Is that correct? Oh, okay. I know that. I mean, this is very simple to read. Okay. Ganwid, like this is coming from within, like, you know, like the within, like, you know, within. Yeah, okay, I got it. Okay, start again, please. Commercial break. All right. After commercial break. All right. If you are preparing for your wedding and you like to have some nice wedding, which is called divorce, please call us our divorce department and we will divorce you immediately. Even if your wife, she is the same as a glue. Don't worry. Glue, even if it's crazy, we have solution for it. Thank you. Gnawed away his staff. They are eating his staff. And when he failed, the jinn saw clearly. How? If they had known the unseen, they would not have continued working for him. Brother, this is a very touching story. This is very touching story. I mean, who can tell such a story unless he is the true God? So the guy, he was standing, if you don't believe me, about a year, go to Ibn Kathir. 1 year standing holding a stick and nobody noticed that he is dead. True story. Muhammad, don't lie. I'm telling you. If you think Muhammad is a fabricator and he's a liar and he is fairy tale story liar, you are a coward and you are deserve to do jihad against you. This is story, first of all, is very scientific. Okay? And it's very normal that a human being, when he die, he stay for a year and nobody noticed that he's dead just because he's holding a stick. Try it. Okay, I went to the museum. It's called, let me remember of the name of the king. It's called Wax. This is the name of the king. So they have a wax museum for the king wax, and he was standing for like many years, not only 1 year. And one of them actually, his name is Elvester Salon. He sang, you know, the singer Elvester, you know, Sylvester, I don't know, it's something like that. You know, it's a very well-known king from Nevada, you know, Las Vegas. He used to live in the casino. This is one of the palace, and later they make it casino. This is true story. So he died, and he was holding a stick, and I saw him in the museum, you know, in the museum, and he was holding a stick for many years. I mean, the guy, he died 20, 30 years ago, and until now he's standing up. They have to keep the air conditioner on, but it's okay anyway. So here it says actually where I am now. Why I'm going here? Oh boy, I chose the wrong verse. But what I did, man? You see, guys, you make me confused now. Yeah, chapter 34, not 36. I went to 36 by mistake. Okay. This happened to you when you study the language of the birds, and then you start speaking the language of the ants. Yeah, right. I'm telling you, you don't even know the verses you are choosing. Yeah, you are choosing the wrong verses. Okay, we have a Muslim. He is trying to call me. Let us see this Muslim. Hold on. Elvis. Yeah, his name is Elvis. Elvis. I just remember the name. Hold on. I was inspired. Hello? 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 Why you are changing your voice? You are. I hear you. Why you are changing your voice?
I'm not changing my voice. What
You
are
are
you talking about?
You are speaking from your nose.
What?
Okay, now you are. Here we go. This is a laugh. This is the normal laugh. Speak to me. Go ahead.
Why you believe the Bible is the word of God when it has false science, contradictory, and it also tells you to kill people who believe in other gods?
You are a Muslim?
No, I'm not.
Okay, tell me. So what do you think about
I'm
Muhammad?
asking a simple question.
No problem. I'm asking you, what do you think about Muhammad?
It doesn't matter.
No, it matters for me because you see here, I examine people who call me to be sure they are being honest. If you cannot be honest, there is no point of talking to someone is a liar. So what do you think about Muhammad?
I will answer our question. I think in all religions you can find a bunch of reasons to why they are false.
No, I'm asking you, what do you think about Muhammad?
It doesn't matter what I think.
No, it matters. It matters for me. 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 My friend, it matters for me. It matters. Can you tell me what you think about Muhammad?
It doesn't matter what I think about anybody.
So you are a liar, you are a Muslim, and you don't want to say, if you are saying that you are not a Muslim, then you should say Muhammad is a liar, he is a fraud, and that's it. So now we will continue.
I say the same thing about your Jesus.
Okay, no problem. You can say the same. No problem. Did I stop you? I'm asking you, what do you think? Why you refuse as long as you don't believe in Islam, and that means Muhammad is a false prophet. So are you willing to say Muhammad is a fraud?
Answer it.
Are you willing to say that Muhammad is a fraud?
It doesn't matter what I'm saying.
So you are a Muslim.
No.
So then say, if you're not a Muslim, that means you don't accept him as a prophet. Okay.
If I'm not a Muslim, so if I'm not a Muslim, I have to talk badly about Muhammad and everybody else. Is that what you're telling me?
You are saying that my book have a stupid things and etc. Blah 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 blah. So why you don't say the same about Muhammad if you don't believe in either? You just said all the religion have those things, right? So say Islam have the religion the same. Say the book of Muhammad and Muhammad have the same problems as the Bible, and both are false. Go ahead.
Yeah, both are false. Both of them have the same problems.
Both what?
Both of them has incorrect science.
Both what?
Both of them tells you to do.
Both them what? Both what? Both what? Both what?
Both are false.
What both? Both what? Name the things. Are you saying the Quran is false?
Christianity, you can find a bunch of.
Are you saying the Quran is false?
Brother, I'm asking you a question, dude.
Fake. I don't speak to people who they are fake. But then first you are speaking from your nose. You are holding your nose, changing your voice. When you laugh, that was your normal. When you hold your nose, I can tell you are not speaking from your mouth. You are just an idiot and you are a coward. And if you are a person who believe both, you see, he will not say both what? They are very evil. So he will say in his head like both, the Torah and the gospel, both. But he will not say both Islam and Christianity. Coward. You cannot play with Christian Prince. You cannot. I am the one who got the donkey from his tail. And he is in front of me. Hold on. Let's continue. So when he died, brother, it says here, this is Ibn Kathir. Allah tell us how Sulaiman, peace be upon him, died and how Allah concealed his death from the Zini, were subjugated to him to do hard labor. Oh boy. I hope they will not do that to under-rotate. Peace be upon him. He remained leaning on his stick, which was his staff. Ibn Abbas said, may Allah pleased with him, and Mujahid and Hassan and others said, he stayed like this for a long time, nearly a year. brother. A long time, nearly a year, when a creature of the earth, which was a kind of worm, termite, ate through the stick and become weak, and he fell in the ground. I mean, who can beat that? Can you? Who can beat such a story made by Allah? How many people they will accept Islam now after they hear this story? You are such a coward. I have been waiting. Hold on. What this guy is saying? I was writing this in the comment all day and you keep avoiding. Dark Lord, why you want to avoid and why you are writing? What about you call me? And what you are writing? I don't see what you are writing. I don't see even, here we go. I'm going to go back in the comment to see what is your writing. Here we go. What is the guy? I will go from here. This is dark. What is dark? Here you go, dark. You just made a comment. I will go back. Where is your comment? I don't see it. I don't see even your name. So you are, here we go. Coward cannot answer a simple question. What is the question? Okay. So are you going to keep saying not answering the question, but you don't give me the question? That is deep. You know, by the way, I can answer any question without asking the question. I mean, it's very normal. We are Arab. Nothing is impossible for us. What is your question? You see, I'm going back to see what is your stupid question. Look, I went like an hour ago and still I don't see your text asking me a question. I saw only 2 texts from you. So who is the dummy? You didn't ask me my question and you're not answering my question. You just called me? Ah, Fakira, okay. Yeah, you know, Fakira, you can play with me. A brave person, if he is not a believer, you know, we know all those lies Muslim they do. I don't believe in Christianity, you know, and other religion he will not even dare to say. And the second you ask them, okay, what about you say, as long Christianity is false, that means Islam is false. Do you agree? He will not say it. Ask yourself why, because simply it's a Fakira and she is lying. And why I want to waste my time with somebody who don't even dare what he believe to say, or say what he believe. Honesty is #1 reason to talk to somebody. If he's a liar, you are speaking just a joker, a kid. And you are a coward to the point you are changing your voice. Okay, Dark, I have a if you are not a Fakira, I will assume you are not a Fakira. I can add you to Skype and I will call you. You type in the chat that Islam is a false religion. You type in the chat that Islam is a false religion. And when you call me, I will make you read what you just typed. Is that fair, guys? That's all. And then you can tell me what do you think. Anything. Let us see if you are truthful. You said both are false. We heard you. Just say both Islam and Christianity. Just say it. Both Islam and Christianity are false. And if you want, you can swear by Allah that you mean it. What do you think? Do you want to do it? Potato. Or what I ask you? Okay, say Muhammad is false and we continue. That's all. I did not stop you. I did not, you know, we always here. This is what we do. We got them busted. Yeah, you see, you said both are false, but you did not refuse. So why you refuse to say Muhammad is false? Why you refuse to say it? Huh? What is the problem? Why you insist you will not say it? I asked you, just say both, Islam and Christianity. I said, both what? You refused to say. You said, doesn't matter. Too much drama, my friend. Let your dad call me. All right? And don't change your voice. Shame on you. Be a man. Don't hold your nose and speak like a kid. Do we have any adult Muslim? He can answer what we showed you in the screen or anything else. Here we make them cry and we don't allow them to lie. That is their pain. They will call a different Christian channel and they will claim that they are Christians, they became Muslims. You know, just so go and look last week how many of them they called us claiming to be ex-Christians. And laugh. There's one of them actually called me, I think 10 days ago. He claimed that he was a Mormon and he become a Baptist down street. Do you remember? And the second I asked him a question, he started cursing me and he's a Muslim. Can you teach about three? Jesus, God, and soul. I want to learn more about Abel. My friend, first of all, to understand yourself first. You as a human, you have, for us as a Christians, we believe that a human being have a soul and he have a flesh. Then when he got baptized, he received the Holy Spirit. He received the Holy Spirit. So now you are a flesh, the flesh have a soul, that will make you the animal. You call yourself a human, no problem. When you are born again, that make you receiving the Holy Spirit. So now you have a three. The Holy Spirit, your soul, and your flesh. Jesus, according to Islam, he's a human. He have a soul, he have a flesh, and he was supported by the Holy Spirit. In fact, if we search in the Quran, we will find that the only time the Holy Spirit appear is always when you talk about Jesus. Chapter 2, verse number 87, you will see, it says, we gave Moses the book, and then we gave Isa the miracles, and we supported him by the Holy Spirit. You will see that the Holy Spirit is not sponsoring Moses, neither Muhammad, neither Abraham, neither anyone, only Jesus. So Jesus now, according to the stupid Quran, is a 3-in-1. Jesus the man, the flesh, the soul, and the Holy Spirit within him. How Allah he support Jesus by the Holy Spirit? And you know the funny is, the Muslim they say to you, show me one verse, brother and sister, I challenge the Christian, show me one verse says clearly that Jesus said God worship me. Look at them. Show me one verse it says that the Holy Spirit is an angel, his name is Jibreel. Where Muhammad he learned about the word Holy Spirit? Where he learned it from? It's from the Christians. They do not know the definition of it. They do not know what Holy Spirit means. And if Jibreel is a Holy Spirit, that means he is holy. But isn't the Quran says that angels are liars? And this is why Allah, he ordered them to bow down. So how he is a Holy Spirit, and then he accused Adam falsely, and Allah ordered him, including all the angels, to bow down. The Quran in chapter 2 verse number 31 accusing the angels of Allah to be untruthful. So, you know, if we try to understand, either you want to understand or you want to just make a question and refuse. The second you say you believe in God, that's mean God is almighty, and almighty, he can what we cannot. If it's impossible for you to be 4 and 1 in the same time, that is not impossible for God. If God want to be 100, he can. If you want to be 1,000, he can. If you want to be million, he can. He's God. So the Muslims are a hypocrite. When they want, God can do anything. When they speak to Christians, their God cannot do it. Do you see the hypocrisy? Either you believe that God is almighty, that means there is no limit of what he can and what he cannot, or you believe that he is not almighty. Any Muhammadan? And actually, there's tons of verses making it clear that Jesus himself is 3 and 1 in the same time. As an example, if we go to different verse, it says that Jesus is the word of Allah sent down to Mary, and he was a spirit proceeding from him, and he is the, you know, the man. So 3, he's the word, he is the spirit, and he is the flesh. And where the Quran saying that Jesus, the word, is coming from? From heaven. I'm not coming from heaven. You are not coming from heaven. This is the Quran. Read and love. You see, we are not even reading our own books. This is their book. So who is Jesus? Jesus is the word of God. This is exactly what the book of John, chapter number 1, verse number 1 says. In the beginning, it was the word. So Allah is saying to us, okay, Muhammad, don't say except but truth about Jesus. Okay, he's a messenger. Wonderful. The Bible confirmed, chapter 1 of John, verse number 14, and the word became a flesh. That is Jesus, the messenger. And he is his word. Exactly, chapter 1, verse number 1 in the book of John. He is the word, and the word became a flesh. And he is a spirit proceeding from him. Do you see it? It's ing. So what is Jesus? 3 in 1. In the stupid Quran, he was a word, and he is a word. You see, the Quran is not saying he was a word, he is saying he is a word. Correct? People, do you agree with me? It says that. Does it say he was a word or he is? He is, right? So the messenger of Allah, this is the man, and his word. He is the word. He is now the word, which sent down to Mary. Wonderful. So what Mary should receive? She did not receive a sperm. She did not receive semen. She did not receive a sexual relationship. She's a virgin. She received a word. What the word become? A man. John chapter 1 verse number 14. And then he have a spirit, and this spirit proceeding from God, not a spirit created by God. Do you see it? So this is their stupid book. This is not my book. And yet those Muhammadan, they play deaf and they play blind, and they say we did not hear it, we did not see it. It's in the front of you. The Word, the Spirit, the man, 3 in 1 in their book. And the funny is the same verse says don't say Trinity. Don't say 3 in 1. The same verse. This is how stupid the author of the Quran. Well, he was busy with the ant speaking to Solomon. This is why his verses here are dumb and they are exposing him. Sola Scripture show me where angels were with Jesus in the wilderness. I mean, why even a Muslim is asking show me? Just go to Google and search the angels with Jesus. Do you think a Muslim really he do not know, he do not see, he don't have a computer, he don't have a keyboard? What a question is that? They play deaf, they play blind, they did not see, they did not hear. And this is an example when a Muslim he asks question. Look at this guy. So if a Christian die and he went to heaven, who he will meet, the Father or Jesus? Both. What a silly question. The Son and the Father. What a silly question. Look at this. I mean, the Muslim now is confused. Okay, so when I go to heaven, I will see who? Okay, I will see the Jesus or the Father. Jesus is there, the Father is there. You will see the both. What is the problem? When you as a Muslim, you go to heaven, to what you will see? You will see the ass of Allah. You want to show you reference? And then Allah will invite you every Friday and he will have 3 singers. Can you tell me why 3? 3 singers every Friday. Allah, David, and Mohammed. 3. All your religion is based on 3. How a Muslim he can pray to Allah? He have to do 3 acts when he do ablution. If I go right now in front of your eyes, just to show you how this awkward religion is. They say they are against Trinity, but every single behavior in this cult is based on the Trinity. I will type the word 3, nothing more, nothing less. Let us make it shorter. Times. Times. 3 times. Look what happened. Even Muhammad, when he shake hands, he say it 3 times. When he make supplication, he make it 3 times. When he clean his arm, his hands, his foot, his 3 times, 3 times, 3 times, 3 times. When Muhammad he speak about Moses and Adam, they are debating, he repeat the same sentence 3 times, 3 times, 3 times. When he say Assalamu alaikum, he say 3 times. When he do wudu, he do 3 times. Everything in this cult is a 3 times. And when they speak about Allah, they say in the name of Allah, Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim. 3 names. How many names Allah have? 99 names, which is multiply of number 3 x the age of Jesus. 33 x 3. And then they say to you, we are against Trinity. And how Islam came to existence? By 3. Allah, Jibreel, Muhammad, the 3 musketeer. And then they say to us, don't say 3. Can you believe it? 3 times, 3 times. Even when Muhammad he wiped his ass, he used 3 rocks. Three rocks? That will hurt the ass. Everything in Islam is 3. Even when Muhammad he piss, he have to shake his penis 3 times. Let me show you. I'm making things up. I'm trying to find it in English. All right. Give me some time, because I hate to say something without showing reference. As you know, we don't prepare for things, so we are just showing you life. Let's see this hadith here. Here we go. You found it in English. Good. The Messenger of Allah said, if any one of you urinate, let him squeeze his penis 3 times. You tell me why. What about 4? What's wrong with this guy? Why he stuck with it 3 times? Am I making things up? It's in front of you. This is the reference. And this is Sahih. So what we would do now? What will happen if you squeeze it? By the way, it doesn't say squeeze. This is false translation. It says falyantur, which means shake it, shake it. Shake it. False translation. What do you mean you squeeze? I never heard of somebody squeezing his penis. Shake it. What a stupid translator. No, I'm afraid if Muhammad he make them have it a 4th time, it might come off. The glue is not good and is going to come off. I mean, if it's about being clean, well, isn't it 4th time will be cleaner? What about 5 time? So why 3? Everything is 3. Everything in this cult is a 3. Do we have any Muhammadan, anything want to say? All right, guys, I think we have enough for today. And you see, I called this potato twice, already 3 times actually. He did not answer me. All right, let us call one more time, even though I need to go soon. But maybe we got lucky. He's not online, brother. He is not online. What you can say, what you can do. Scooby, 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 Scooby Doo. He's a big sheik. Everybody's running away from him. Like, and I like the drama, Brother, Allahu Akbar, they are running away from us. Takbir. Brother. I remember when the Muslims, they make a big celebration in the Middle East that they won the 3rd cup of basketball in the world, military game. The 3rd, brother. I think it was Egypt or something. But guess what? There was only 3 teams playing. And people dancing in the street. And the flag and the music and takbir and Allahu Akbar. We are the 3rd in the world. But there's only 3 teams, you idiot. There's only 3 teams. The whole championship, it's a stupid thing. Nobody joined. It was, I think, at that time, the communist, I don't know, like something like China and Russia, which is like Soviet Union, and that, I don't know what country. So 3, they are 3rd, brother. We are the 3rd. But there's only 3 teams. I mean, what you expect to be the 4th, and there's 3 teams? We were dying, I mean, from laughing at this stupidity and the TV and the like the TV, like, today is a grateful day for the nation. Our team became the 3rd.
for the world. Every one of us is so proud of you. Every one of us, he look up to you as an example. But they are the last. They are not the what third? Potatoes. Anyway, I might make little videos and post them, maybe not in this channel in Arabic, so to keep this one in Arabic, I mean in English, and download this video because I will not keep those things here. I mean, this guy is not even worth my time, but just to show everybody that they are just potatoes. And I'm sure now he will speak about me, he will call me names, etc., you know, but he will never dare to say, okay, this is my Skype, call me. Actually, we have a Skype. You know the thing. We know where they go, we know what they say, and we know what they do. So I want to say thank you guys for being here. I hope you have a good time. And until we speak to you again, I pray to the Lord that he will keep you in good health and wealth. And victory to Jesus. No name above his name, and no victory but his victory. Satan is defeated. The fiction is Muhammad is a laughable fiction. People are laughing and leaving Islam left and right. And Muslims, they are living the drama of the end of Islam. Even Muhammad himself, actually, he said that Islam will go back like a snake, like a serpent, it's whole. It's Muhammad who described Islam as a snake, not me. Like a snake, like a serpent, actually, he used the word serpent, to its whole. Back to its whole, which means this is where Islam came from, and this is where Islam will go back to. You go where you belong, to the whole. Thank you all. May the Lord bless you. And this is your brother Christian Prince, who was serving you humbly for today. Thank you.